Hey everyone, Bryan Devore, the Devore Realty Group, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, California Properties. Can you believe it's already the last day of the month? The year's flying by already. We're almost into February. We're going to go into the reports for this month and the statistics. We're going to have a little bit more of a brief video, so let's get into it. So this week we're going to talk about, of course, the latest stats. New inventory is coming, but homes are still selling faster. In the articles of the week, we're just going to give a quick little synopsis of each article that we have in the Constant Contact email. The totals for right now, we have 1,725 homes for sale in all of San Diego County. That's up a little bit. That's up 6 from last week. Pending sales, 2,836. That's up a whopping 151 from last week. So inventory is coming, but we have more pending sales than we did a week ago by quite a bit. Months of inventory is 0.80. It's rising a little bit, 0.01 from last week. And you remember, you take the active listings divided by the number of sales over the last 30 days to get that number. So since last week, 817 homes came on the market. That's up 61 from last week. And when you look at the chart on the next screen, or 2 screens from now, actually, you're going to see kind of where that is relative to weeks past, and it's quite a bit higher. New pendings, 574. That's down 21 from last week. New pendings listed within the last week, 49. So 8% of homes that were listed a week ago are already in escrow. New pendings listed within the last 2 weeks, 395, 69%. So 69% of homes are selling within about 2 weeks. And then if we look at since last week, new closed sales, 386. That's down 7 from last week. For those of you who, if you want to get a gold star, you might notice that it's not down 7 from last week per my report. For some reason, I had in there 304 was the closed sales for the week prior, but then I looked again. It wasn't. It was 393. So I shortchanged the number of closed sales. So we actually 2 weeks ago had 393 closed sales. This past week, 386. Median list price, 725. That's down 30,000 from last week. And the median sales price is down 28,000, 775. It's quite a big drop in both categories. We haven't seen that kind of a movement in a while. And one of the reasons why, a 4% drop in 1 week. So I took a look deeper, and one of the reasons why, there was a manufactured home in Borrego Springs that sold for $20,000. So that, obviously it's only 1 out of 386, but it does make a difference. So, I don't take a lot of stock in the week-to-week changes. Well, next week it could bounce right back up again. Average days on market, 14. That's down 3 days from last week. So it's taking about 2 weeks for homes to sell right now. There's the chart that shows the new actives, pendings, and sold. And you can see way higher in the new actives over the last week than in weeks prior. Pendings, kind of bouncing. Oops, sorry about that. Bouncing around the same. Closed sales bouncing around the same from last week, but still a little bit lower than the week before. And here are the median list price and median sales price. And you can see the sizable drop relative to the other weeks, but I think we should probably rebound next week. So the articles for this week, and if you're watching this video as part of the Constant Contact email, then just click on the link for each article and you can take a look at each one. If you're watching this video on YouTube or Facebook or LinkedIn, you can email me, Bryan@DevoreRealtyGroup.com, and I'm happy to send you links to the articles. So the articles that we had this week, the oldest homes for sale in America, there was one from 1710 for only $1,250,000. Make this old brewery your new home. There's actually a brewery for sale that you can turn into your home. It's actually be a home and a brewery at the same time. The S&P CoreLogic Case-Shiller Index is out. They report an 18.8% gain. These are the numbers for November, so take a look at that. You can kind of see where San Diego ranks. San Diego is actually slipping in comparison to other cities and other metros in the United States as far as the annual gain. Existing home sales to decline, pending home sales dropped 3.8%. So you can read the article that talks about that. The Federal Reserve holds rates steady. They did not change federal funds rate, but they do expect to raise them later on in this year. So you can read all about what interest rates are doing. Home buyers buckle up for another brutal spring market. This talks about, well, as we expect, low inventory, high demand, and what the market's going to look like. Rents on the rise. What does 2022 hold? And this is a great article that talks about how rents are on the rise. In fact, in San Diego, over the last year, rents went up about 24%. It's quite a big jump. So you can read all about that. Home buyer relocation nears pandemic peak. You can kind of see where people are moving to. It's kind of interesting to see. Might be surprising to see where some people, or a lot of people, are relocating to. That's it for this week's Monday Market Moment. Thank you for joining us as always. We appreciate it. Again, last day of the month. Next time I see you, we'll be in the beginnings of February. Hope you have a great day. Stay safe and healthy. Look forward to seeing you next week in the next Monday Market Moment.